Welcome to episode 2. That night in Umuaka, the air felt heavier than usual. So heavy that even the palm trees refused to sway. Obinze lay awake on his raffia mat, staring at the thatched ceiling as the words of the elders echoed in his mind like distant thunder. The forest has awakened, and it remembers. He tried to silence the thoughts, but the memory of the glowing footprint refused to leave him. It pulsed in his mind, larger and brighter, as though it had followed him home. Long after the village drifted into sleep, Obinze sat up, listening. And that was when he heard it. A whisper. Soft. Slow. Coming from outside his hut. It was not the call of a night bird. Not the hiss of wind. Not the rustle of leaves. It was a voice. And no human voice sounded like that. Obinze rose quietly. His heart thudded, not fast, but deep, like a distant drum beaten by an unseen hand. As he stepped out of his hut, the night swallowed him whole. The moon hung low and blood-red, staining the huts with a strange glow. At the edge of the village, the whisper came again. Obinze. He froze. No one knew his name with that kind of voice. It was soft, yet it vibrated through the air like a plucked string. It felt alive. He scanned the darkness, and then he saw it. A trail of faint golden dust hovered above the earth, swirling in the direction of the forest. Not footprints this time. Not marks on the ground. But floating, shimmering particles. As if something had walked without touching the soil. His breath caught. Across the compound, old Okike stepped out of his hut, his staff trembling in his hand. Obinze, he whispered. It has chosen you. Obinze's chest tightened. What has chosen me? Okike leaned on his staff and pointed toward the forest. The spirit you awakened. It remembers the one who sees. Obinze shook his head. I did nothing. You stepped where no man should step, Okike said. The forest has eyes, and you walked into its gaze. The golden dust drifted deeper into the forest, as though waiting, beckoning. Behind them, the villagers began to emerge from their huts, murmuring in fear. Something is walking tonight. I heard a voice calling. The forest spirits are moving. In all corners of Umuaka, lanterns flickered to life. Obinze felt a strange pull inside him, like his soul recognized something his mind refused to understand. Then the whisper came again. Closer. Stronger. Obinze. But this time, it came from behind him. He spun around. Nothing. Only darkness. The villagers gasped as the golden dust suddenly rose, swirling around Obinze in a slow spiral. He felt warmth on his skin. Warmth that wasn't from any fire. His eyes widened as symbols, ancient symbols, briefly flashed within the dust, like glowing words from a forgotten language. Okike stepped back. This is not ordinary. The ancestors warned of this. A crossing. A calling. What does it want with me? Obinze shouted, fear cracking his voice. The whisper answered. Follow. And suddenly, without a sound, the dust shot into the forest. Every villager stepped back. No one dared to breathe. Then came a sound from deep within the woods. A low rumble. Deep and ancient. Like something massive shifting between the trees. Umuaka had heard many sounds over the years. Not this one. Not in this lifetime. Okike turned to the villagers. Lock your doors. None must step outside. Then he grabbed Obinze's arm. You, especially you. Do not follow it. But even as he said it, Obinze felt that pulling sensation again. It was no longer gentle. It tugged at his chest like an invisible hand tightening around his heartbeat. He staggered. The villagers watched with terrified eyes as Obinze clutched his chest and gasped for breath. Whatever was calling him was not asking anymore. It was demanding. The wind shifted, carrying with it a sound that made every living soul freeze. A deep, echoing growl. Not animal. Not human. Something between worlds. Something ancient. The forest lights flickered. The moon dimmed. The air grew colder. Then Obinze collapsed to his knees. The growl deepened. Something was coming. Something that had waited centuries for a moment like this. And Obinze was no longer sure he could resist the call. To be continued. If you're enjoying this unfolding mystery of Umuaka, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss episode 3.